a kind of interpretation and representation of statistical data. Now, this is the next exercise, and in this exercise we shall learn what is the source of data. So, initially we are going to deal with it. This data is available on from different offices, maybe Census of India provides lot of data. Some data is also provided by IMD, India Meteorological Department. Data is also available from other various sources which take the data about education, about health, about different prices, commodities, production. So, different type of data is available, and all this data which we collect from various offices is known as secondary data. There are certain specific data which we require and which are not available, we collect from our own way, and that is the primary data. This primary data is a collection of individual. When we make use of questionnaire, when we make use of audio videos, when we make participatory observations. So, observations, records, based on them, they are the primary data. So, once we collect the primary and secondary data, this data is pooled, a kind of edited and corrected. So, based on this correction, we go for tabulation of data, and this tabulation is simple tables, and then we have two type of data, non-grouped and grouped, or you can say a data which is continuous. Say for example, rainfall, air pressure, weather, they are all continuous data. So, the data could be continuous, it could be discrete. Discrete data is one data which is individual, maybe one male, one female, like that, or one animal, one tree. So, any data which cannot be parcelled less than one, that is a kind of discrete data, and the data which has got parcels or which can be further divided into smaller and smaller parts like temperature, rainfall, it moves from 32 to 32.1, 32.3, like that. So, these are called the continuous data and discrete data. So, similarly, we have a kind of non-group data like this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and these 5 people, they have a different kind of maybe income. Here 200, here it may be 250, here it may be 350, 450 or 500, like that. So, this data if we see, this is ungrouped or non-grouped data. The same data could be converted into a grouped data, and grouped data may be 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 like that, and here we make the frequency maybe 10, maybe 25, and here it may be 15. So, this is a kind of example of a grouped data. This is a grouped data and this is a non-grouped data, ungrouped data. Now, based on this, we make use of different statistical techniques to treat this data. Now, what are those techniques? Statistical techniques. So, mean is a kind of value average. Median is the positional average. It is a kind of frequency average. So, when we have a kind of data like this, if it is a normal distribution, so based on this here it will be mean, and mean is always denoted by a term like this x bar, and the positional average, suppose this is another data which has got this type of situation. So, looking into it, the middlemost position, this is median, this is middlemost, and therefore, it is a median. This is a positional average, and frequency average is, we have different set of frequencies and frequencies are higher here, and therefore, the highest frequency, this is mode. Wherever we have the highest frequency, that will be denoted by a kind of term which is mode. Now, in case of statistical treatment, we can ultimately tell, if there is a question, that when we plot a data, the value of the entire data, the average of the entire data is mean. Similarly, when we arrange the data in a sequence, ascending or descending order, the middlemost location is the median. When we plot a data in a frequency term, and the location where we record the maximum frequency, that becomes the mode. Now, based on their situation, we have a kind of methods using them. Mean is equal to sigma x upon n. This is for ungrouped data, and for group data we have sigma f x upon f. This is a kind of mean when we have data. Say for example, in this case, if you plot a particular situation, then you make use of this. Say for example, Now, n is equal to 5 here and sum of the x is equal to so, in this case you make it like this and therefore, it becomes mean is equal to 400, 2000 upon 5, it becomes 400. So, similarly, we can make use of another way, another situation, another group, where we can make 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, like that, and 40 to 50. Then there is a frequency distribution. Frequency distribution says, say for example, it is 5, it is 7, it is 8, it is 14, and this is 6. So, in this case we get x, that is the mid value, and in this case of mid value we have 5, 15, 25, 35 and 45 as. Now, we come to f x. F x is worked out by multiplication of this, and therefore, the first case multiplication is 25, in this case 105, this is 200, $490, 270, and sum of the f x is equal to 9, 2, 4, 8, 10, like that. And if we divide it by here the frequency is 40. So, this is a frequency is 40. So, 40 and 1090 we cut across 22.5, and this is the mean, and this has been used for calculating a grouped series data, a data which is grouped. Now, coming to median. In case of median, as I told you that we generally select a kind of middlemost position, and in case of India it starts from 8 degree 4 minute and goes up to 37 degree 6 minute. And if you work out this, then there are 30 degree latitude. So, n plus 1 upon 2 is the median. For working out median, we make use of this. So, we make 30 plus 1 upon 2 is equal to 31 upon 2 is equal to 15.5, and if we add 8 plus 15.5, it is 23 and half. That means, it is Tropic of Cancer. Similarly, if we want to know the longitudinal distance of India, so once again we start from 67 up to 97, again they are 30 longitudes. So, 30 plus 1 again it is 2, it is 15.5, and if we take 67 plus 15.5, it comes to 82.5, which is IST, Indian Standard Time. So, this is a kind of Indian Standard Time. This is the kind of situation where we work out the median geographically. In case of mean, we also denote that mean monthly temperature, mean weekly temperature, mean annual temperature. So, in case of temperature, in case of air pressure, mean is being used. In case of median, we make use of latitudes and longitudes, and then we come across this. Similarly, the mode is a kind of situation or a tendency. Say for example, different kind of maps are prepared. Suppose students are given a different choice, and wherever we have the maximum frequency, that will be the mode. Maximum frequency, say for example, maximum amount of rainfall in India is at Maisanram, or most of the stations where it is maximum, we make use of this mode, and therefore, we call it a kind of modal situation, a kind of dress or a trend which is common. People prefer this kind of dress, and therefore, we call it is a modal dress or a modal person, a person whose liking is maximum. Maybe our former president APJ Abdul Kalam, who has the maximum following. Most of the youths are making a kind of identification with him, and therefore, he is role model. So, model is also an outcome of mode, and therefore, mode is that frequency which is either liked by many persons or which has got the maximum frequency of occurrence or maximum following. Therefore, mode is also very important in geographical studies, and this is generally found in different kind of situation. Now, we make a kind of diagrams. How diagrams are made? Say for example, line graph is made to show here it is time, anything which moves across the time and which is represented by time is a kind of shown by line graph. Say for example, this is a kind of temperature, temperature from January up to June, it is increasing, it can be shown like this. And the compound graph is one in which we show two type of things. This is the maximum temperature at a particular station, and this is the minimum temperature at a particular station. So, we can say that this is a minimum and this is the maximum temperature. So, when we represent the two type of temperatures in the same map, this is called a compound graph. We can also make this graph by saying that this is the death rate and this is the birth rate of India. So, the birth rate and death rate, they can be shown, and this is population growth. So, population is growing like this is a population growth, this is birth rate. So, always remember that time is plotted on the x axis, time is always plotted on the x axis, and the element whatever you are going to study which varies from time, they are always shown in y axis. So, this is a kind of diagram, line graph and compound graph. Now, we come to another diagram, that is a kind of bar graph, bar diagram. Simple bar. Now, this simple bar is shown for a kind of, say for example, population of different states of India. This is Andhra Pradesh, this is Bihar, like that. this is Uttar Pradesh. So, here it is a kind of element which is population. Population is shown, and here variables or the objects are shown. They may be states, they may be a particular institutions which are given on this map. This is again we can show that not only population, but male and female could be represented. So, this becomes compound bar. Compound bar. When female is shown like this, male is shown like this. Here it is Kerala, this is Delhi, this is AP, and this is Bihar, like that. So, compound bar is shown to represent the same situation, provided a phenomena could be arranged into two: male, female, literate, illiterate, maybe a kind of child and other population. Similarly, we can make multiple bar. These multiple bar, they are being used to denote different kind of situation. Say for example, electricity consumption, agricultural, industrial and institutional. This is for AP. Now, similarly, the same situation has been given here, and they are represented over here. So, this may be Bihar. So, this is a kind of multiple bar when more than two phenomena they are being represented by the same situation. Say for example, hydropower, thermal power or some other power that can be represented. Similarly, we have pie diagram. This pie diagram is used to distinguish when we have several say for example, this is sown area, this is forest, this is habitation and this is other uses. So, when we have a kind of this is known as pie diagram. Then we have star diagram. This star diagram is based on different type of situations, wind velocity in different parts of the country, and based on them this is a star diagram, and in the midway we can show 90. So, the 365 days are represented in star diagram, and based on this we can depict them. So, students, we are very clear that statistical data can be given in different manner and they are also available. We can make tables, we can make diagrams and we can make everything with the help of diagrams, with the help of statistical treatment. A data can be represented and it is easier to communicate our ideas in a much better way. Therefore, making of diagrams and making of exercises on statistical methods, they are very important to reach to a proper conclusion. That is all, and thank you very much. We shall meet again. So nice of you. Thank you very much.
घर बैठे पाएं राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय शिक्षा संस्थान यानी NIOS में एडमिशन, वो भी एकदम आसान तरीके से, जिससे शिक्षार्थियों को होगी समय और धन दोनों की बचत। NIOS से शिक्षा कभी भी कहीं भी। शिक्षार्थियों, क्या आप जानते हैं NIOS में एडमिशन लेने का सरल और सुगम तरीका, जिससे शिक्षार्थियों को ऑनलाइन प्रवेश लेने में सहूलियत मिलती है। NIOS में प्रवेश की प्रक्रिया पूर्णतया ऑनलाइन है। शिक्षार्थी घर बैठे इंटरनेट द्वारा प्रवेश के लिए सबसे पहले NIOS की वेबसाइट www.nios.ac.in पर लॉगिन करें। अपना ईमेल आईडी और पासवर्ड डालकर अपना पंजीकरण करें। पंजीकरण के बाद लॉगिन करने पर ऑनलाइन प्रवेश हेतु आवेदन पत्र खुलेगा। आवेदन पत्र को निर्देशानुसार भरें और प्रिंट आउट लें। इस प्रिंट आउट पर अपनी फोटो संलग्न करें। ऑनलाइन प्रवेश के लिए शुल्क हेतु भुगतान के तरीके हैं: क्रेडिट कार्ड के द्वारा, डेबिट कार्ड के द्वारा, राष्ट्रीयकृत बैंक के ड्राफ्ट के माध्यम से, जो कि सचिव NIOS नई दिल्ली या नोएडा के पक्ष में देय हो। भरे हुए आवेदन पत्र के साथ साथ डिमांड ड्राफ्ट और संलग्न किए जाने वाले दस्तावेज हैं: जन्म रजिस्ट्रार के जिला कार्यालय से जारी जन्म प्रमाण पत्र की सत्यापित प्रति, जिसमें जन्म तिथि अंकित हो, पिछले विद्यालय से प्राप्त विद्यालय छोड़ने का प्रमाण पत्र, जिसमें आवेदक की जन्म तिथि लिखी हो। प्रवेश फॉर्म का प्रिंट आउट NIOS के संबद्ध क्षेत्रीय केंद्रों पर 10 दिनों में पहुंच जाना चाहिए, अन्यथा उचित दस्तावेज न लगे होने पर आवेदन फॉर्म रद्द किया जा सकता है। प्रवेश प्रक्रिया की पुष्टि होने के बाद शिक्षार्थियों को परिचय पत्र व अध्ययन सामग्री डाक द्वारा तुरंत पहुंचाई जाती है। ऑनलाइन प्रवेश एक बहुत ही सुगम और सुविधाजनक प्रवेश प्रणाली है। ऑनलाइन ऑन टाइम फॉर सेफ एंड सिक्योर एडमिशन।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।